So your girl has been MIA for a minute, and that wasn't intentional. Like, a lot of stuff happened, and that's practically the purpose of this video. So if you want to know how I've been MIA and all the other stuff that has happened in my life, you know, get yourself a snack, get yourself something that is gonna get you all cozy and, you know, get all comfortable, and let's get started. What's popping, Spotties? It's your girl Ale back again with yet another banging video. You know the ones, you know the vibes, you know what's up. Okay, so first things first, I lost my phone. Well, to be more specific, my phone got stolen. So the thing is, I actually had a lot of content planned for you guys, especially for my Kenyan viewers, because I noticed that I got a bunch of Kenyan subscribers. Well, most of you guys hopped into the way because of the What I Love About Kenya video, and I was actually surprised why it was actually trending at a certain point, because a bunch of people go like, I got this on my recommended page, and I'm like, this video is like 2 years old. But for my Kenyan subscribers, welcome to the Spotty gang. Like, I'm really happy y'all subscribed, and your girl is here to do, well, all things content. Anyways, so I was traveling back to Kenya in October, specifically because your girl graduated. So I was traveling back to Kenya in October, and I actually planned on filming a bunch of content, like a lot of content, specifically for my Kenyan viewers, because because I noticed a bunch of y'all were like, oh, we really loved how you reviewed Kenya in general. Like, that was just basic my experience, and I'm just like sharing my views. But since you liked it, I'm pretty sure you would have loved me going to different spots in Kenya, specifically in Nairobi. So yeah, so I planned on vlogging and everything like that. I also planned on, so one of the vlogs that I was planning on was me going to Kenya, well, me going to Nairobi, because I have to be specific, me going to Nairobi, all of that jazz. So I started I traveled to Nairobi on the 19th, and I did a few prepping stuff on the 18th. So I went to get my nails done, all of that jazz, and I started vlogging that. And I was going to town, well, yeah, this was in Malawi, to be specific. I was going into town and everything. So your girl doesn't have a car. She has a license, but she doesn't have a car. And obviously I had to use public transport. I took a taxi from where I was getting my nails done and heading into town. So long story short, my phone got stolen in the taxi, and I still don't understand how it got stolen in the taxi, but the point is it got stolen in the taxi. So so for the OGs, you all know that I film my content with my phone, and my phone being stolen, yeah, that was a downfall. So of course, considering since I was traveling back to Nairobi the following day, I just needed to get myself a smartphone. So I just bought the cheapest one I could find. And obviously, the cheapest smartphones don't really have the best camera quality. No shade for those of you who own them, but this is just facts. So I tried like shooting like a bit of some videos and the like, just to see if it could work, if I could still manage to like vlog and everything. And yeah, it still didn't work, because I tried color grading, I tried doing all of that jazz, and it was a mess. It was a huge mess. So that happened. So I was just like, you know what, I guess we're not gonna like film any YouTube content for a minute. And I actually posted a story on Alice Spot, which is my Instagram page. If you're not following it, you better follow it, because that's where I post my information, because I don't have the community tab feature yet. Yeah, so follow at Alice Spot on Instagram for you guys to get a lot of info about what's going on this channel and all that jazz. So yeah, so I posted a story letting you guys know that I wasn't gonna be here for a minute. So that was really depressing, because I had so much content planned, because I planned on vlogging me going to Kenya again, planning on sharing where I was actually staying. It was a very beautiful place, and I really wanted to shoot a bunch of cooking videos. The point is, I had so much content planned, but then what happened had to happen. So that happened, of course. So that's what happened on why I had been MIA. Now let's go on what has happened during my personal life. So, like I mentioned, I was traveling back to Nairobi on the 19th of October because your girl was graduating on the 28th. So, this is December, obviously. So, degree bagged and all of that jazz. Yay! Like, for those of you who watched the 15 and uni video, you know I've come from far. It's like, it was literally a bittersweet experience. Like, the whole graduation ceremony and everything was such a bittersweet experience for me because it was like, it was sweet in the sense that, oh my gosh, I am completely done with uni. Like, it's so surreal. Like, I was here at the age of 15. Of course, I'm here, like, I graduated at 20 because, you know, COVID and everything happened. Because I would have graduated in 2020 to be more specific. But with everything that happened, I ended up graduating this year. So, point is, your girl graduated, okay? Like, that journey was something. And that was the sweet part. Like, I'm finally done with it. And it was bitter in the sense that I'm actually going in the real world. And job hunting is not cute. Of course, I've got an internship going on, but it's not like it's a paid one. So fighting for that whole, I want to get a paid job. For those of you who have like paid jobs and everything, like kudos to you. Like it's really hard out here. So I was bitter in that sort of certain sense that, dang, it's time for me to go into the real world now. Of course, there's the option of doing a master's and everything, but I'm not really quite ready to like, you know, hop into the master's gang for a while. Like I was either planning on, you know, starting my master's either in 2023 or 2024. Still deciding. But the point is I didn't want to like hop into it soon after getting my degree. So yeah, it was bitter in that sense. So that's it. Like that's on the update on my personal life. And also on, I would say in my digital life, I guess. Really, I don't know how I can put it, but it's also part of my personal life. I started a podcast. Of course, I actually did start one last year, which was basically Talks with Ale. I only uploaded one episode on that podcast and ended up disregarding it, mostly because I really didn't have any content for that podcast, and I just feel like it was a very forced podcast for me. Not that someone forced it onto me, I just felt like I was forcing on the content and it wasn't really sitting right with me, you know? So basically, I ended up deciding on creating a new podcast. And this was after like the whole not being able to shoot YouTube content and everything. And it was really like depressing for me because I really love creating content, and the fact that I couldn't really create video content was really depressing. And for me, so I started thinking like, oh, you know, I could finally, you know, I could actually like create a podcast, because it won't be a video. Of course, there's video podcast, but I don't really think I can manage a video podcast. So an audio one would be perfect. It's actually easier to edit. It's very manageable compared to like creating YouTube videos. So I figured, yeah, there's that. And plus, I've been going through a lot in terms of like being my authentic self, because the name of the podcast is called A for Authenticity. I actually just shot one video today. Like I've just been in this whole content creation mood today. It's actually available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and I upload every Sunday. Of course, there's certain times like my schedule, like a bunch of things just happen. Like I end up like, instead of uploading it on Sunday, I end up uploading it like within the week. Because like last week's episode, instead of uploading it on Sunday, I ended up uploading it on Tuesday. But the point is, I managed to upload it. Okay? So at least for the podcast, I could see that I'm more consistent compared to my YouTube channel. I'm also going to be working on that, like making sure that I become more consistent on my YouTube, because it's really fun also creating YouTube content and all of that jazz. So I'm really gonna try. Like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna promise that I'm gonna be consistent over here, because I've got a bunch of other things going on in my life, but I'm really gonna try being consistent on this channel. So is there anything I want to update you guys about besides everything I've mentioned? Honestly, I don't know. Okay. Oh, on the whole phone thing, I don't think I actually. Okay, finish it off, but I bet you're like, okay, you mentioned that you bought yourself like a cheap phone that didn't really have really good camera quality. So, what phone are you using now? So, the phone I'm currently using to film this video was actually a gift from my mom. It was a graduation gift. Yeah, because it was just that whole circumstance thing that I'm lucky we're in a country that has that. Excuse me, we're in a country that in which phones are actually cheaper than in Malawi. So I remember her asking, she just randomly asked me like, how much are phones cheap? They said, I'm like, yeah, they're quite cheap, they're quite affordable. Then I started asking her, I'm like, you want a phone? And then she's like, don't you want a phone? I mean, like, are you guaranteed that the phone you lost, the phone that got stolen, I really shouldn't use the word stolen more. No, I didn't lose it. Someone stole it. Like the phone that got stolen, are you guaranteed that you're going to find it? Yeah, it's been over a month now and I haven't gotten any feedback from Airtel and TNM. So it's good it's good enough for me to say that that phone is long gone. Like it's gone. So I was like, yeah, you've got a point. I don't think I'm gonna find it. And it's just like, yeah, let's just go to a shop one of these days when I'm going shopping and you're gonna pick a phone. So I picked this one. So of course the whole phone getting stolen thing was a very massive lesson for me to be like, I guess it's finally time. I feel like it's time for me to officially get my, like, invest, like, okay, save and get myself a proper camera specifically for my YouTube videos, just in case my phone ever gets stolen again. Because that was like a very major lesson for me, because it really costs me a lot. It really cost me not vlogging as much. It really pains me that I really didn't vlog all of that, but yeah, I'm just glad that I'm alive. Because I remember telling someone after everything that happened, this person was like, you should be grateful that at least nothing terrible happened. Like, the only thing that got stolen was your phone. I mean, like, what if you got stabbed? You know, like a bunch of other things could happen. So I guess that's it for this week's video. I feel like I keep on saying this because I've been recording my podcast a lot. So it's usually this week's episode. So I'm trying to like put it in my head. So now I'm saying this week's video and I'm not really showing when the next video will be uploaded. But I'm really gonna try being consistent on this channel. I'm really gonna try planning more content for you guys. I was actually thinking of doing Vlogmas this year, but then hey, that's also more motivation for me to get myself a camera, because I feel it's more easier to vlog on a daily basis if you're going to be using a camera. If you're going to be using your phone, I mean, like the same phone, you need to communicate. What? I mean, for you YouTubers that actually have cameras, I'm really jealous of you because I want one too. Like, at this point, I feel like I have enough equipment for me. Like, I have enough, like right now, I'm actually using a tripod, which is why I'm using, like, this is a whole different setup. Usually, hey, what was happening before I got this tripod? You don't want to know. It was a struggle. So I feel like now that I actually do have a tripod, I feel like this would be enough motivation for me to be like, okay, Alessandra, by next year, like, whether it be like in June or December, get yourself a camera. Just get yourself one, because I've been really searching for spots. Like, of course, there's Amazon and everything, but for them to ship it to this side is gonna be a struggle. But I'm gonna find a way to get myself a camera, because I feel like I've been singing this song for way too long, and I feel like it's about time to do that. So anyway, I guess I already said that that's enough for today's video. I feel like I've mumbled a lot. I feel like I've said so many things. And yeah, it's just been really nice to finally record again after so long, after everything that has happened. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's gonna be soon. And also, stay spotty. I feel like that should be my new catchphrase. Stay spotty. Okay, no, that's cringe. Anyways, bye guys.